Alrighty, let's see. I'm gonna try and lower this appropriately. Look at that, graceful as always. And I need to like configure this right. So this is the Jack 4, the official development stream. This is sponsored by Naughty Dog. It's official. It's not copyright infringement because it's not Jack 4. I don't know why you thought it was Jack 4. I don't know why anyone thinks that this is Jack 4, the video game. It's not actually. It's Jackie. It's Jackie's Adventure, or something like that. Jackie and the Four Kings. There's not even four kings yet. I just fucking call it that. No, I don't even call it that. What am I even talking about? There's a song that I'm working on that's called Four Rising Kings, and I'm gonna throw it in the game just because. Well, if I get around to it. You can see the bridge from here. That's cool. Okay, let's get this out of here. Last time I played with that just on the screen the whole time because I'm deranged. I think this is negatively affecting my mental health. But let's see some cool things that I worked on off stream. Because yesterday I was trying to make sound effects. Did I even make sound effects that you saw? I did. I made like 2 sound effects. I made like a little thing for the gems. Wasn't there a gem on that rock? Why isn't there a gem on that rock? Where are the gems? Where did the gems go? Why would there only be gems up here? So stingy of me. But yeah, the music. So yeah, little dings and dops. And a sound for the coats. I also, off stream, made some sounds for these guys. I'm actually pretty proud of them. They're made from me. I got 2 butter knives and some glass cups, and I just rubbed them together and clicked them, clacked them. It's a bit quiet. They're a bit, I guess, dry. And it does kind of sound obvious that I was just like clicking. Like for a lot of these sounds that I was just clacking a butter knife against a tape or against a glass cup. But they're pretty good. Okay. Okay, he's dead. Is the audio... I'm going to check the audio levels. What were the audio levels there? It was probably pretty loud. I was probably getting drowned out. Basically, I made some sound effects. I'm probably going to do that off stream because like clicking and clacking into the microphone is probably does not make for good stream content. Because then, you know, how am I going to commentate with my lovely voice if the microphone is busy with me, like, I don't know, crunching sand in between my feet or something stupid? I don't even need that. Like, I also stole audio from a YouTube video for the footsteps, but I haven't put that in yet because as I've mentioned 15 times already, and will keep mentioning because I'm whining, Godot's animation track thing isn't working. So I can't synchronize the animations the way that I want to. So I'll have to do I'll have to add an update loop and manually specify the times where the character's foot stamps down. And then yuck. That's not going to be fun. And I don't even know how I'm going to make different footstep sounds for different materials yet. Another thing that I need to deal with. Because now I'll have to track what surface the player is colliding with and specify, add things to groups. Maybe collision maps? Maybe I can use the collision masks for that. That bridge is really good. That's just a cool looking thing in the distance that the player will want to run to. And that's good because that's the way that they're supposed to go to get up there. Because eventually, or today, I'm going to start working on the plateau. That'll be the next big area. Because we have this little, I don't know, the end of the valley. This is cool. All this cool stuff that you can get. And then there'll be a big old tree up there, and then the player will be like, how do I get up there? And they'll try and climb and fail. Wait, can they climb from up that slope to get there? Oh well. They can get there early if they want to. But today we have an agenda. That agenda, if we look at the schedule, is to make Plateau Town. Also, I needed to do... This is all the stuff that I was intending to do yesterday that I didn't get to, because as it turns out, making dozens of sound effects is not like 2 hours of work. Who knew, you know? So that'll be off stream. I'm burping again. Why am I burping so much? Also, I think the reason for my mental decline is I'm not drinking enough water, so I have a glass of water here. I don't get it. I drink a quart of coffee every single day. Isn't that enough? What am I doing? I don't need this up. This will be all Blender. Let's put some music back on. And as always, well, pretty much always, of the like four music playlists that I have, this is the soundtrack to Card City Nights 2, which is a good card game. It's very fun. So let's refer to our map. Yeah, Plateau Town. So there's going to be a path on this side, which is this side. So it'll be here. So let's get to work on that. This is a lot of content, because each of these blocks is like 500 by 500 meters. So this is like content. This is like a quarter. Actually, this is a huge section. This is like a quarter of the map. No, more than a quarter. This is like 1/3 of the entire game. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna get done over the weekend. Oh well. It's gonna. So yeah, our perilous journey begins here. Now, actually, first I need to make the land bridge. So the way that the game is going to be structured is the player starts here, they run around, they get the thing here, and then they can potentially go back if they want, but then they'd have to walk all the way around. But they can go up here instead and cross that bridge, and then they're up here, because they can climb. This is a passable area. I mean, I should probably indicate that better. I'm not going to. But yeah, then they'll just have to move, then they'll just have to walk this whole distance. I should do something with this before I do that. Like, before I... So yeah, I need to do something more... There we go. Now it's content. Now it's content. Now it's on purpose. It's rolling hills. Gently rolling hills. Yeah, and then there's going to be... Should I be nice? Should I put the land bridge here, or should I make them walk a bit further here? I will not be nice. They'll just have to hoof it. So yeah, there's going to be a little land bridge. Yeah, that looks impassable. Well, from the other side. Yeah, and it looks like a straight line. That's how good video games look. And then I can mess up this, so that way the player can't just walk across, because what would happen if the player could do things that I don't want them to do? That'd be terrible. Look at that. That's how terrain looks. No, I'm gonna fix this. What should I do? Like scale Y? Because I want this to be steeper and also come forward maybe a bit more up and forward, so that way the terrain stays a little bit more even. And just for some intrigue, this is going to come up a bit. Look at that. Is this safe to walk on? Is this like level anywhere? Good enough. Now we need a similar thing here. It's gonna look like that. And this will be like our natural formation where I can conveniently place a bridge. So that way the player has to like experience some content first. That did not result in good content. Let's spread it out a bit. It's really chugging. I'm gonna see if that improved things somewhat. This all needs to be like a bit more evened out. Look at that mess. And then something like that. Yeah, see? This is video games. This is good and not bad. How should this be done? I want this to be a bit better. Or a bit more level, I guess. It's really chugging with just these vertices. I mean, this isn't a big mesh. I guess it really is just the modifiers. So yeah, all these meshes have 4 modifiers now, so in like a complex feedback chain. Yeah, this feels naturalistic and not contrived. I mean, that's just how terrain looks. It's perfectly smooth, and then there's like huge lumps, or like really, really ultra detailed lumps. This is actually how, I guess this is sort of the same problem that I have with other art, where I tend to like hyper prioritize things. I don't know. Basically, putting too much detail in one area at the expense of other areas is a thing that I do with other like art as well, like drawings and stuff. Oh well. Here it's justified because there's like gameplay ramifications for some of the terrain, but not all of it. And so for the rest of it, I can't, you know, you can't do holistic design all the time. You gotta make some levels sometimes. And I think I can just use the same bridge design that I have over here, because it seems to be, it's about the same scale as this area. Well, I mean, it's actually, it's a good deal more narrow, but I'm actually going to make this a bit wider. Yes, it's just some hard rocks in some places and not others. What am I going to reward players with, though, if they get, you know, because they can also walk this way, but there's not really anything, like, this whole stretch is basically empty right now. And this stretch is empty, and I mean the whole rest of the game is empty, but that's neither here nor there. Ah well, that's fine for now. I will do nothing else. Let's see how that looks in the game. And this will give me an excuse to not work on this for a bit, because then I can play the fun video game. Alright. Whatever. It's like 10 minutes. I think that'd be fun. Because that means 10 minutes, it's like a break. It's like me taking a break after, you know, a 10-minute break after 20 minutes. That's pretty good, I think. That's pretty good utilization of working hours. And I've been looking up rigging tutorials, so I think I may invest in like proper like teaching materials for it, because I only have like I have some books about modeling and rigging that basically taught me everything I know, but they're very introductory level courses. So it's like, here's how to make an FK IK switch, and I was like, no thank you, I'll just stick to IK even when it's disastrous. There's a coat in here, and I want a coat to show off that sound effect. Did you hear it? You might have missed it. But there's epic content. There's great content. Great sound effects, too. This is like bright yellow and a very light gray. Sort of a high concept combo, I think. Very fashionable. This is like Jack 3 if you had to just walk all over Spargus or the Wastelands. And that's great. That's what I was going for. I think And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this project after the jam. I might just leave it as is. Though I am tempted to use it as animation practice, like to reanimate all of these movements with like try to make a really high quality model and rig and then just do all of these animations again, because I think like that looks really bad. Where are those foul creatures? Something's shooting at me. I don't care. Oh, I've never talked to the hermit on chunk 136. That's what he's called. I'm excited for when this is done, because then I can figure out how to make, like, I want to draw the map and stuff. I want it to be like, and like I want to restyle the UI so it's all like 18th century pen drawings or like etchings. Yeah, so this guy, he doesn't speak any English. So Jackie knows a little bit of the Bralosh, I think is how it'd be pronounced. Yeah, so he doesn't say anything other than that right now. But we can steal the bugs from his house. I don't actually think he wants the bugs there, but he would still yell at you. I think he should still yell at you for taking the bugs from his house. And that one, you have to get an upgrade. You have to remember that and get an upgrade and come back. See, that's replayable content, because now you just have to, when you get power-ups, you have to make a pass over the entire world again to get slightly less content. And honestly, these gems here make this bridge way more fun to navigate, because it's like, it's so little reward, but it's just stuff to collect. Oh. Hang on. I need to, let's pause this music for now. Because we're gonna encounter some excitement. So yeah, you can just tell they're made of dishes and they die, or especially when they get hit. But I think that'll be masked out because I'm also gonna have a separate sound effect for when the player's attack is what damages them. So that'll be like a generic like whacking sound. I did something to this place. Good thing I came back here, because these houses are not meant to be buried. Hang on. Let's save. Let's quit. Let's go back to chunks. That's 137. Yeah, so none of this is supposed to be like this. What did I do? What did I do? How did the terrain turn into this? No, seriously, what did I do? Can I just raise everything up? There's like 35 things here. I don't think I can. Or at least that won't be easy. That stuff... This stuff is lower? When did I change this? That's good. Oh yeah, at some point off stream, I had also added a fountain in here. So that way you can save down here for free, and then you have to pay money to save up here. That should be relatively obvious that you can pass this, I think. change this terrain? Did I change it just now? Was that part of what I'd moved? Well, it's fine. Look at that. There's even a bug for free here. So much money. So much money that you get. Wasn't there... Oh, this guy's here. Let's put him back on the second floor. I think that's where he wants to be. Also, I always call these little guys he, but they can be women too. There's no gender dimorphism in these little guys. Can I was hoping that everything would magically work. Look at that, even a free gem. How generous of me. Is there anything else that I put down here? I don't think so, but I did put a bug. Did anything else get lost? I don't think so. That looks good. I don't know what changed, but that's fine. There should be also a bit of copper here, while I'm here. Because if there's this big copper bridge, there should be, like, stuff. Like, there's a reason it was here. Scrap 3. Let's add our friend. Look at that. Just the coolest little man. So yeah, something was here. And it was buried in the clearly very deep sand here. I mean, there's at least like 6 inches of sand. So clearly there can be like an entire society buried in that little, in this cliff face. Okay, whatever. Where was I? I guess it'll be handy to keep playtesting stuff like this. I mean, honestly, probably not. Probably the better thing to do. And I even forgot this. Scrap pile 1. Let's do like... a bunch of these. Yeah, that's reasonable. You know, video games are cool. It's cool to just, like, have, like, a little place that doesn't actually exist, that is made by me. And I think that's pretty cool. And then I think the player would see, hopefully the player has some indication of like, there's something else up this mountain. Because yeah, I think this is probably the weak link in like drawing the player up this. So I may need like some stuff here, like a little piece of scrap or something. And then some little gems all up this. I like the just pathetically tiny, out of key, little like chime whenever you pick something up. That's fun. It's just, you can very much tell that I was not in a creative position. I might have to make this easier, because it is kind of hard to actually get up this. And I don't really know what it's challenging. It's like, if you like can see the polygons basically. Yeah, because I didn't even know that this was a walkable surface. Yeah, so I'm suspecting that a good percentage of players will just think that that's a dead end, because it's a bit too hard. So let's add some scrap and correct that. There will be, I don't know, just a piece of scrap one here. Look at that. And then, in classic fashion, dare I say it, there will be a bug. Still not working. Hang on, I need to test and see, does just changing to a different scene and then changing back make this work? Okay, so it's not about physically placing something. It's something like the scene, when you place things physically, there's just a minor bug where you sometimes have to switch scenes to get it working again. I bet I could figure out where that bug is and then have my pull request denied. And then someone else who encounters the bug can come across it 15 years later. Let's see how that looks in-game. I forgot to save anyway. Yeah, so that should help the player, because that way they don't have to do the more difficult, like, pathfinding. I mean, I guess they could. I could put some gems there. Or bugs. I don't know how many, you know, like, I've actually, like, I'm not even... Oh, that's too high up. That's too high up. I can't climb there without an upgrade. I mean, I should start balancing for... I don't know if I even want to balance for stamina up. I mean, I guess stamina up is probably the most fun upgrade. Like, because it doesn't make the movement feel worse. It just means that your, like, very small climbing range is expanded to a more interesting degree. But yeah, I don't think I'm utilizing the climbing as much as it could be. I don't think it's... Yuck, that's still too far. It needs to be like, what, 10 more feet down? Like there, maybe? Oh, wait. So yeah, we're developing at a snail's pace here. How is it always the same? How is it still too high up? And I got stuck here. Oh. So it's like, what is the strat here? I mean, besides falling infinitely in, like, what is that? Like, I can just walk here. Oh no, it's slightly too narrow for that. I'll just rotate that by like a degree. It shouldn't be too bad. It should be like there. And then rotate it like that. Because I want to prevent that sliding and as much as possible. Because that is one of those things that I still haven't figured out a good strategy for. Because sometimes the ideal strategy that I've tried in the past is like if you're colliding with multiple surfaces at the same time, it'll like detect, it'll like try to average them out. That's not working. I mean, it sort of is. Okay, that's better. But yeah, I think the ideal strategy would be to figure out like when the player is colliding with multiple things. Oh, god damn it. You can't ledge grab from sliding. No, I think you should. Okay. Okay, that's not a good thing. Or that's not an acceptable thing. So I am going to break my promise of not touching the movement code again. And I'm going to touch the movement code to figure out dot slide so if can ledge hello. Maybe it's can grab ledge. What? Why did it not autocorrect when I was doing it? Okay, so now it's officially re-gone gold. The movement code has re-gone gold again, because that was just annoying, and that was a. Yeah, I don't know if like doing absolute rules is actually going to be good for game development. If it's easy, if I think it's easy, I'll do it. If I don't think it's easy, I won't do it. I'll just contrive a way around it. Okay. So the player can just barely make it up there with the base stamina. They could have increased stamina by now. They may be tempted to get increased stamina. Also, maybe I should just have a shop owner here, but they have the same, like they have a linked inventory, so that way I can still have like a bunch of shop. Oh. Or maybe I can just have, yeah, because I'm thinking, do I want the player to have to go to every shop in order to get all the upgrades? Like, do I want the upgrades to be individually available? I mean, I guess I could also... No, I don't want to let the player, like, over-upgrade things, because movement speed 20 sucks. Like, it's just not fun. I'll do another ledge hang here. This one will be a bit more precarious. It'll be something like... I don't know where that should be. It'll be a scrap pile 3, though. He's a real one. Yeah, like that. And then there'll be, and there'll also be a little treat on this side, if you can manage to get over there. It'll be... What's a scrap 2? Yeah, it'll be a scrap 2 that's just sticking out here that you have to precariously platform on. Yeah, that's fun. Let's put, I know, a really tantalizing option. Hang on, the physics aren't working again. So yeah, I think that's a bug that I think I can figure out. And this one will be from common to super rare. Actually, it'll be from uncommon to super rare. I'm being very generous there. It'll have even, dare I say, 2 bugs. And this, you have to jump for it. I'm being evil. It's a floating coat. Nah, that's too silly. The coats don't float. The bugs float. And there's also, for those who are feeling a bit gem starved, you know, there aren't quite enough gems yet. I think we do need some more. Yeah, I'm thinking about, eventually I want to have all these batched together as one multi-mesh, all the gems, and I mean, the bugs I can't figure out because they're animated, so I'd have to redo Godot's like animated mesh rendering. Alright, that's done. There's nah, this is like a mandatory platforming thing. This is for the lamos. So they only get like a gem. There you go. There's your reward for platforming that. Where am I? Yeah, so then, oh, that's like, that doesn't do anything for you. This is like barely any assistance. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, that helps enough. Because then it's like, because yeah, you are just barely out of range of it. So now you can do this, and then you can like figure out how to get to this. Well, I mean, I guess once you're above it, it's pretty trivial. Yeah, that's not a bad one. I don't know if that's exciting enough, but I'm not going to change it. It's okay. So where was I going? Right. Then there's this guy up here. See, and it charges just fine. Yeah, and there we go. And then look at that. This is actually, I think, the first time where you get a full view of the landscape, which is pretty far into the game. But, oh well, not my problem. I also still need to do, like, literally anything with this cool landscape and, like, this, like, cool cliff and stuff. Do I want to do that now? No. I'm gonna make, like, I want to do basic usability for the entire environment first, and then I want to do the, like, extra passes of, like, more side content. Because basically I just want it to be, if I get tired of working on the game, it'll be, like, in a complete state, or in a state where there's, like, it's not obviously incomplete, it's just, like, kind of sparse of content. So I'll need more stuff out here to, like, keep the player going, like little breadcrumbs. But now that I think about it, this does put the player in sort of an unfortunate state where they can either go back, because now they'll most likely have the 3 gems, which will be very valuable for getting the stuff in the village. I really like how, yeah, I expanded the range of, like, active zones. So, like, you can see the bridge is unloaded, but this stuff is still loaded, where before it was very, very small. And I think that's a good move, because, I mean, a PC can take it. Like, a modern, like, a mid-range gaming PC could just take the whole game, load it at once. I mean, except for, like, the rendering, because there's no, like, occlusion culling in Godot. I mean, there is a form of it through portals, but those don't really work for, like, big landscapes. This will be a pretty far trek. I think there should be... I don't know what stuff should be here. It'll just be like a side episode in her adventure, because I've been thinking about that as well. I think open world games are at their best when most of the content is like episodic stuff that's not related to your main mission, but it still is thematically relevant and like describes stuff. Or like most of the side content helps to characterize the main protagonist, or at least that's what I can do here, since it's not like a blank slate RPG or anything like that. I wonder how many players will try to climb that mountain from the get-go. And do I want to lock down this terrain now? Because it's kind of janky. And then, because if I do now, then I can just have another bridge. Maybe I should have, like, a broken bridge. I'm gonna have a broken bridge. So let's go... Yeah, so this terrain, this little land bridge is good. Let's do a new... let's open a bridge. And I'll save it as bridge. Long. Damaged. And it'll be like... First off, it'll be some sort of strain was hitting it from this side, and then this... That was damaged like that. Yeah, whatever, good enough. I'm gonna cut that. If I can figure it out. I can't figure it out. I'm doomed. Do I have something interesting to talk about? I thought I had something interesting to talk about. And then... You know what? I'm gonna make it even cooler. You have to make this jump. Now, isn't that content? Oh wait, this does the exact... I made the same mistake as I did last time, where I have overwritten the bridge long. So yeah, we need to go back to this one, and then just save it again. And that overwrites it. And then... should I add a funny little man that hits you when you get here? Chunk 88. Let's get our bridge. All right, I need to do that. So, entities, environment, bridge long damaged. Let's see if this fits. I think with enough negotiation, this can fit, and it'll be like this. Oh wait, no. I need it to go from the high to low. How do I change those default options, I wonder? And I need this to have the same material as everything else. Let's see what that feels like in game. Because these jumps could be pretty big. Ooh, that's scary. Oh, geez. Oh. Let's try that again. Yeah, I may have to narrow these jumps. Or give you some method of like, maybe just add some scrap to it. Cause like I can, should I reuse this? I love how far away things still have shadows. I wish they were higher resolution, but I can't do that without like really cranking up the shadow atlas size. Ooh, how do I get up here? Yuck, and I also forgot to fix that. I'll fix that soon. First things first, let's, I guess if you miss that jump, you still have this one, and then you can just jump down from here. So like you don't actually need to climb up this thing. Oh wait, I can ledge grab to that. I think I need to make the animation transition there faster. Because I can't actually see that I'm, like, there's a fraction of a second where I don't know if I've actually ledge grabbed onto something. Let's look at that again. Maybe. Maybe. Also, there need to be homeless spikes under here. What is a bridge without some homeless spikes underneath it? I don't care. You can get across. Let's go back to Blender. Why did I close Blender? I'm an idiot. Let's go back to our bridge long. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we just need tons of bugs everywhere. Bugs and little guys. Maybe, maybe I can have a guy shooting at you. That would be funny. So if we go to our enemies, I think that would add enough drama here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. This guy will just be hanging out. And he'll only catch sight of you right as you're crossing here. Let's go back into the game and see how this feels. Does he notice me yet? Notice me. Witness me. And that guy doesn't have any sound yet. It's so janky how they, yeah, this is me, it's an escalating challenge, is what this is, so. But if someone roll jumps there, they're screwed. Like if they roll jump and fail, so I don't know, let's ignore that guy for now. And also that, because he's so far from the bridge, that gives the player time to either outrun him or to take care of him before they go. So I need to figure out okay. Man, if you fell down here, that would like super suck. I'll put a bunch of scrap at the bottom and some stuff there, so that way the player doesn't feel so bad. And then there could be a village here. This would be a good place for a village. And I bet you can climb up this. I could add a little bit of stuff here, so then it's like the long way around. Oh, you can just walk up this. Yeah, I'll just leave this here, because that way there's an alternate path up. It's slower, but it's also that allows the players who decided that they wanted to go this way instead a chance. Because I think there are multiple ways that you can get the capacitors needed. So like you can get to the plateau and that'll be like, I mean, I guess there should be like 4 or 5 capacitors up there, because it's going to be a huge area. And then all this stuff. So yeah, that gets you to the other side of the bridge as well. Let's see, I'm going to pause for a second. So I'm going to put up a little back soon sign. And I'll put on some music. Let's get our preview up. Yeah, so I'll be back soon. I just need to get some water. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I'm gonna... I always adjust the music in the wrong place because I want it to be quiet on my end as well, but I keep doing it in the recording software's end. Okay, so we are in our little exciting little area. I've just crossed the big old dang old danger bridge. There'll need to be some content on the bridge. I think it's a fun level. I think this is... I think I should do something more with it to incentivize, like, climbing more. I should have made the ledge grab a bit more generous, I think. But nah, that's a minor thing, and it would take a lot of tweaking to get it where I want it to be. This feels good. This is like just a cool little thing. Let's save here. I think I pressed save. Oh well, I was close enough. I'll need to revisit things anyways. So we need a village on one side or the other. God damn it. Why is it always wrong? I know. A devious little trick. There's going to be bugs all along the wrong side, or all along the sides of the thing, to tantalize you to jump down and climb. They'll be like here. Look at that. Don't you want this bug? Don't you want these bugs all along here? This is another bug, or this will be enough. Maybe you'll get enough for another stamina up. That's a dastardly one. Bug right in there. Can you make... Do you dare make this jump, traveler? How about this one? Then there'll also be a bug to, like, just to incentivize the player to, like, drop down here, because I think they may get confused if they're like, oh, I can't, like... Actually, I'll add a piece of scrap to help the player, like... Not that one. A scrap 2. So it'll be like, now there's actually enough run-up to roll, jump off, and, like, get onto there, I think. Have to test that. And... a bug for your tragic troubles. And I think here, I want some more verticality with like these scrap piles. So I'm gonna make it so that like, it looks like it fell and it got stuck. Like right there. That's cool. That one won't work. That's too obvious. Maybe like, I don't know. Problem is, a bunch of these scraps aren't very effective at or they aren't very suitable to just placing in random spots. They're more like for contrived platforming. How do you get up there? I mean, I guess you can climb up here, then climb up here. Yeah, this will be for the other area. So this will be, I mean, oh yeah, I guess this is the area I wanted that village to be. And this will be the first, like, I guess, hybrid area, because they'll have a mix. Yeah, because this will be like a secured facility, or a secured area. And it'll be a heptagram. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, a heptagram. With I need just like a good wall. Let's delete the default cube, add another default cube. Right, no. Let's just make it go like that. Let's do like I should have planned this out better. It'll just be like 2 rocks like this, and then do I need Yeah, I might as well. And it'll be relatively secure, so it'll be like hard to do that. That's how rocks look, right? Yeah, that's how rocks look. Right, first things first. Wait, important thing. Did I remember? I did not remember to make this have the right collisions, so that way the camera collides with it. And this will have that. No, it shouldn't use the brick surface. It should use the rock surface. Which, like a dumb idiot, I put in the GLB matte basic dot material. Nah, I want it to be the brick. I mean, this doesn't look like rocks at all. So it doesn't look like bricks either, but... But at least then there's some pretending that it's good. Yeah, see? And they'll have some rocks to break it up. So yeah, let's put some of these around. I don't know how they have the budget to like organize laborers to move all these rocks, but they do. They're more resourceful than you'd think, and they are going to make a podunk village. They're going to use that to make a podunk village right under this bridge in like, I don't know, a lousy area. Maybe there's a what? There'd be a well there. And you know what? Maybe the reason they built it here was because there was a natural rock formation. So like this rock 2 was already here, or this big rock. I should stop saying like the internal resource names for these things when I'm like describing the in-world stuff. Why do I care? No, they found a rock 2. That's what they call it. They call it rock 2. And then they built their whole society around it. Or maybe a whole pile of them. And it's like the natural protection that they use to keep the beasties out. How loud is... No, the music's pretty quiet on your end. Is it? No, it's not quiet at all. It's actually pretty loud on your end. Oh, now it's just mute. There's just no winning. Yeah, it's like 15 times louder. I moved it from, what, 23% to 30%? Deafened by the blasting music. The funny little, whatever they are. Let's get another wall in here. I forgot, this was supposed to also be like a hybrid thing, where they're using the copper as well. So it'll be like a scrap pile 2. I should have added a hut for scale, because this seems like it'll actually be a pretty small village. It'll be like 1 hut. But yeah, they like use the scrap to keep the rocks at bay. And then I need water hut right in the center. This one will be pricey, not for really any particular like balancing reasons, but just because I think that makes sense. Because it's like, it's a very long way between here and any other place if you're going the natural, if you're going like just walking. And the player does just their platforming shenanigans up here, but what's the idea for this bad boy? This is hut, no. Water 088 lower. There might be a higher one, like up here. Would there be? No. But I'll keep that the same. I also have pizza. More rock too. I want it to look like it's poking through it as some sort of support. And then scrap pile 3 is keeping it real. He's guarding the gate. I mean, this isn't the gate, but... Then we have his trusty sword and shield. He will keep this village secure at any cost. I'm tired of making walls. Just a bunch of rocks. Just a bunch of rock too. All roads point to the water hut. That's good enough. He's just has a very high up house. Ooh, I know. This one is integrated with the wall here. So if the wall collapses, his whole house explodes. And this one is as well. Our delightfully conjoined houses. You know, I probably should have invested in a third rock. I mean, the nice thing about this is that I can eventually, like, make these rocks also all instanced, but... Well, I have to be sort of judicious about it, because I don't know if I want... I don't know if I want all of them, like, batched together, like, in the whole visible world, because the problem with that is... Godot doesn't do per instance frustum culling. So if you have all of the things batched together as one multi-mesh, they're all always rendered. And sure, that means that it's way faster when they're all visible, but if they're not all visible, it actually significantly, you know, that's a lot of rendering. No, I'll do a scrap pile 1. So yeah, and there's this. I'll just have another scrap pile 3, keeping it real. When exactly do the physics stop, I wonder? I'll just like push him through here. So yeah, he's just nestled in there. So there's not enough room for one of those crawlers to come in, but there is enough room for them to poke at it with sticks if it tries. And I'm gonna add another scrap too, as like their defense mechanism. Should they have just an open area? Because there should be some form of, like, way to get in. Nah. They just climb up. They're robust little men. What? Look at that. It's like a whole new wall. I don't need wall 2. I only need just wall 1. And one right here. And don't even add... Look at this. This is just a robust, thriving community. I think that'll have its door here. And there should be something for the kids to play on. Yeah. So it's like this is something that was intentional to be there. Let's see how this... Let's see what it looks like in game. And then I'll add a bunch of stuff to it. So it's like you fall down here and it's like, oh, geez. And I think there should be a monster in here. And some stuff. Maybe it's a one with a coat. Maybe it's a few with a coat. Or a few and then one that has a coat. And then you can, like, run up to this village. It's funny, the village with the medium is actually, like... I mean, it's very protected. Oof. They have a gap in their security here. But oh well. This is like a great village. Ooh, that's fun. I guess it does need to be that tall. This is quite the step that someone would have to do. And there'll be like a guard up here. That's cute. That's fun. They like to have fun around here. I just like how this looks. This is just a neat little spot. Let's save, let's quit, let's add our little men. Just all over here. Because they're the most important part of the game. Stop working again? What is this? So he's there as usual. He's just relaxing on his roof. Good enough. He needs like a step stool to see up above there. I know. Where's our brick material? He brought his big old rock. I should start naming these guys. Water tender. But I should have them prefix with NPC so that way I can filter them all by doing this. And then just some, like, generic ones that are probably not going to have any dialogue. Yeah, I'll just have to accept that. And also there's going to be a wardrobe. Our indispensable wardrobe. Available at every village. Actually, I need to add something very important, which is That way, this one can be a kid. Oh wait, no. It needs to be 1 by default. And there will be an adult, so this will be like NPC Tyler again. I'll just call kids Tyler. I need another kid. Yeah, Tyler 2 is good. So yeah, canonically, all children are named Tyler in this universe. That's like their... You know how, in some society, or in like... I guess, even as recently as a few centuries ago, the child mortality rates were so high that they wouldn't name kids until they were like 5. Here, they named them all Tyler until they turn like 8. And it's just the go-to unisex name. There should also be another guard. But he will be on a rock. And if I add dialogue, I'll add dialogue where he talks about how he doesn't like using the step stool. Or he has to lug up a rock so that he can see over the wall. Where's that one looking? That one's looking that way. We need one looking this way. I think I do need to give him a stepladder though, because I think this would be the best place for him. As it turns out, guard towers are pretty good for guard towering. I'll just, that's good. You know, if I add the mechanic where you can trade a coat for any other coat on an NPC, then there'd actually be gameplay value to all of these guys, no matter if I, like, give them dialogue or not. When was I intending to do that? I think tomorrow, actually. Yeah, so I should prioritize that. In fact, I think it should be more important than even coat shopping. Yeah, and finish up Plateau Town. Yeah, okay. Yeah, making great headway on Plateau Town over here. What am I working on? It's about like an area this big. Let's see what that looks like in reference. Oh yeah, no, it's this big. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, so it's like, this is the area that I'm working on right now. And yeah, I'm gonna finish up Plateau Town tomorrow. Yeah, good job, me. And I think maybe some of the NPCs will have like a cost to their coats. So maybe there's a custom dialogue thing. So like if the NPC has dialogue, it'll ask you, and then maybe you can like do side quests for them, and that way, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Otherwise, it does some pre-canned little thing of like, sure, I'll trade coats, or like, yeah. Okay, so that's all good. Let's add some stuff here. No, there's nothing in there. But there will be bugs everywhere. How loud is the music? That's still pretty loud, but it's up to like the bass noise level, so I guess that's fine. I want bugs. 1 million bugs. I mean, there's like 20 bugs. There's gonna be like 20 bugs in this city, so it should be fine to charge like 15 for the water, or for the fountain. Oh man, imagine if there was no checkpoints since like here. Yeah, since like the water fountain here. Currently there's no checkpoints all the way across, when there's like 8 checkpoints here. So yeah, it would be a hot commodity. I think it's just here. And no. And in this one. I mean, they don't need to be in the center. What am I doing? In fact, it adds a bit more naturalism if they are. And then of course, on top of all the chimneys, but these ones you have to like really go for them. See, ramping challenge. I'm all about ramping up the challenge gradually. So now, you have to jump to get the funny bugs. Isn't that quite a challenge? How feasible is this to get? We'll find out together, gamers. It'd be cute if there was like specific dialogue from the kids when you got this bug, but I don't know if I'm gonna go. That'd be quite a lot of work to add that system. So I won't. Such is the way of game development. Can you climb here? That'd be fun. Yeah, there needs to be a lot of gems. I decided on, I think 150 gems is the cost of the cost of the stock. Let's see. It should be in entities, shop stock. Okay, so there are 100 gems each. Nah. I'm going bug crazy. What is the least accessible place here? I don't know, but I'll add another bug. Just a bunch of mean bugs. Like, that's mean. That's gonna be really hard to get. And then, why not? A coat for your troubles. And it'll range from, I guess, uncommon to rare. You know, nothing too fancy. And there will be some bugs here. I know. This guy will detect you if you fall. And he will be the one with the coat. And it'll range from uncommon to... yeah, why not? It can be sublime if it wants to be. It'll be from rare to sublime. And it'll have like 150 health. And it'll move slightly faster. And there'll also be a crawly. Some bugs. everywhere. But only on here. Yeah, I should also think about increasing the quantity of gems you get from each pickup, so that way I don't have to play so many to like boost the balance of the game. But I'll cross that bridge later. And just one bug here. And nah, there'll just be some gems for your trouble up here, or down here. There'll be triple gems. Bug for your trouble, and I'll do the same thing with the gems being like this. Aren't you excited for all of this video game content? Just this awesome video game content? It'll be a bit stingier though than the other bridge, which just kind of like shoveled gems onto you. This one's more about the challenge of it. That'd be a fascinating challenge to see if the player can actually get up there. Ooh. Now that's a spot for a bug if I've ever seen one. I don't like this one. Or it's a bit too distracting for, this music's a bit, yeah. Card City Nights 1 soundtrack. Why is that so far? So far away. And I guess there's also one here if you climb up. And I guess another one. Because this seems like it'll be a bit of an out-of-the-way spot for players. and that one will tantalize you. And then they really spread out. I think these will all be 3. Yeah, the player should be, like, flush with gems most of the time. Ooh, I have no idea how to get up here. But if you know... Well, I mean, I guess you could just go from, like, jump down here. Excuse me. And you know what? I'll give him the taste of, like, amazement. Because there will be a sublime coat right there. Isn't that just tantalizing? Though the problem is most sublime coats are garbage. I mean, I guess if they really want to game the system, they could, they could reload the game every time they get a coat that they don't like. And the game won't go out of its way to let you know that that's there. What time is it? 2? Alright, I've gotten content done, but I've not even started on what I was intending to start on. I've just started on the route to the place. These gems should be like 5. Because yeah, I'm sort of losing steam on placing gems. But the player will need them. I think. I mean, there's not a whole lot of consumable things right now. Well, once the checkpoint system is in, because the player can either pay for these permanent checkpoints, or they can pay for the consumable checkpoints. And those, I think the consumable checkpoints will never go away. They'll just be, like, added to the chunk. I'll actually add that to the to-do list. So it'll be like, what should it be? Should there only be one active? No, yeah, I think there should only be one. You place it down, the other one gets destroyed. And then just for some drama here, I need a scrap pile. I think just to startle the player, this one will be... Maybe I should just start increasing enemy health as you get further out. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just have more frequent dropping coat guys. So yeah, he will drop a coat. Wait, did I make sure to do that for the big guy? I think... You know what? There's just two of them. With the super health. And there's a death nap. Where be should. Another bug. That's something I want to investigate. I want to figure out when exactly the physics stops. Because I betcha I could figure it out. And this will be another one with like 5 gems each. I'm just getting... You know what? 4. 4 gems each. He'll be guarding it like an egg. He's guarding his precious gem. Which chunk is after this? So this is 87? Yeah, so 87 will be the start of the path, I think, up the side of the mountain. I should have done that first. But okay, we're essentially... I'll give this one more, like, little playthrough of this mini area. Let's mute out this music, because we'll be getting some exciting combat music. I better double check the audio. Yeah, okay, audio looks good. I should add this guy's audio before I head out, or before I start working on the other stuff. But yeah, I have to do that now. Because I don't want to... I shouldn't playtest, then add one audio for one guy, and then come back. Water tender. Oh wait, I added 3... So yeah, let's copy and paste the... Chunk 137, so N. Chunk 088 water. Hmm. $15. So should I assume that the player knows about charging for water here? No, I should not. What I should do is stat paid water. No, I know. This is going to be otherwise. And then it does add stat. So yeah, this way, so yeah, if it's the first time you're hearing about it, you have this dialog option. So global.stat paid water. And because, what I'll do is I'll do that. And I'll copy and paste again, and then that will hopefully not have typos once I go back to fix it. Let's see. I kind of want an extra dialog option here, so like, so if it's the first time you're hearing about it, you have something that you can ask, and otherwise you have something else that you can ask. I mean, this one doesn't actually make sense for this guy because he's way up and in the middle of nowhere. So, he'll have something special. This guy will have this. This guy will have, like, how many travelers? Nah, he'll just... I'm not writing Dostoevsky over here. I'm writing a funny little video game. And I think in the village, I guess, there's like generalized reciprocity, so it's basically... And then 008, no, 088 water. And it's 15. You know what would be cute? If you have less than like 50 bugs here, it sounds expensive. I think that needs to be there. And this is always said. So she'll say that if you don't have a lot of money, regardless of whether or not you knew about death nats or knew about paid water previously. 15 death nats here. And so it's fine that this is copy and pasted because you shouldn't see this more than once for the entire playthrough. So I'll just have that same little spiel every time. And then there's the unique stuff. And then and slightly different there. Ta-ta. Yeah, I think that should work. I'll test that now. With chunk 88. Here's an interesting coat. Yeah, I really want to get that, there we go. Did I get the bug that was here? No, I didn't. Oh, you have to have a jump upgrade to get that. See, that's the nice thing about having upgrades, is that I don't have to balance the game. Because with coat trading, I think that would be a funny incentive for side questing and stuff. Like, sounds for this guy next. Well, I need sounds for the player most importantly. Okay, get down here, coward. I need to see how balanced you are. This isn't me procrastinating by playing my own game. This is me doing playtesting. It's important. Okay. Ooh. A sublime already? What is that for? Hang on. What's his rarity? I think that's not... Okay, let's load again. Let's see what coat we get. Now it's a common. He's not even supposed to drop commons. Or is it a common? I can't tell. Because no, it has more than 3 colors. I guess it's a rare. It's just the lighting, it's just the little indicator was wrong. So yeah, come fight me again, buddy. Powerful attack. You're real fearsome, buddy. I guess if I was going to add sound effects to only one, adding sound effects to the enemies would be more important than the player because there's more relevant feedback. I think there's just something wrong with the colors there. But alright, let's go back to our lovely little coat. Because it might just be that this isn't a convincing color. I'll change it from additive to mix again. Make it unshaded. Oh. And then transparent. Because what do I do with that? I should change dot A equals, no, I should do that here. A equals 0.5 or something like that. So this should be more clear because I think it's maybe it's because it's like a blue-green, it's mixing with the red to make a gray. This is a good way to grind some coats. I didn't even see. Okay, I'm getting distracted with this. I should probably add a crawler down here. I'll add those now. I think I closed chunk 88 for some reason. Because it needs to be, like, challenging to fight this guy. So there'll just be a few little bozos waiting in the corners. Okay, what was I doing? Right, So I tested the water keeper, or water tender, whatever his name is, water tender. And now I can go up this little lovely thing. Oh geez, this is actually a really bad spot to get. Oh, this is terrifying. I should have saved there. Okay, so that's actually pretty cool, I think. To just have, like, a very well, it is sort of unfortunate if the player, like, didn't pay for that, because I'm manually because I'm, like, using hacks, basically, with the quick save button. What happened to the death knot? Did he figure out where I was and come find me? Oh. I need... Okay, and that guy just went down with 2 hits. He went down like a bag of grain or something. Yeah, the iconic saying, he went down like a bag of grain. What should be up here? There should be something up here. Maybe an abandoned hut. Because yeah, there's stuff here, so that'd be a good battlefield when you're running around scared. And there should be... No, there's nothing up here. It's barren. It's just completely barren until you peek down the slopes and just see this. Look at that. Your first sublime coat, and it is indistinguishable from basically any other, like, one of these dotted coats. And now you have to jump all the way back down. What a waste of time. Wait, no, I can't look. I just can't reload. That would be a more interesting challenge if there were fall damage, but I don't want to add fall damage. Well, now that I've said that, I actually am thinking about it. Because I could have that tied in with your jump height, I think. That would be a pretty good place to have that reduced. I do like the chaotic pattern here. I always like these sort of eye-hurting sequin-like ones. Yeah, okay, so I think this is all pretty cool. I actually do like this little mini valley, like all this jagged geometry. I think that's pretty fun. So I need to take a break, actually, to use the bathroom. So I will put this back on, turn on the music, and then go do something else. Where's my music? Where's my thing? Alright, back soon. Alright, I'm back. I think what I'm gonna do for the move speed up, I was thinking about it. The little upgrades and things. I'll just have a menu in the like map or inventory screen or something. Because eventually there has to be like a map and inventory screen and stuff. I'll just give you the ability to individually disable upgrades because you know I'm burping and farting and screaming and crying. That's kind of janky, but yeah, essentially what I'm thinking is I'll just let you selectively disable upgrades so that way if you don't like the feeling of move speed up, you don't have to keep it on and it's easy to switch back. But if you do like, you know, like jump height up or stamina up or damage up, you can keep those working just fine. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the path, make a space for a village, and then I'm going to improve this like add some rocks and stuff to do in this area because this is actually like really cool geometry that I like. Just super crusty. You know, it's really crusty, but it's just fun to like run around in. Alright, so that's what I'm doing. Let's even go so far as to close this for performance because Blender needs it, I guess. So yeah, we've spent nearly 3 hours on all this. I may adjust the schedule, or just break the schedule and violate the schedule by going until like 3:30 and then quitting until 4:30 and then going a little bit longer. Maybe not. And if I'm gonna only be here for 15 minutes, I should do a bit of stuff actually. So we need a path that loops from here to here. I think it'll loop around this, so we'll need this as well. Oh my god. So I think it'll be is it easier to see with just this? It is. So yeah, it'll be something like this. How am I going to do this, actually? Yeah, there we go. And I also need to... Nah, that's impassable. That looks fine. I'll add a bit more to this when I'm doing when I'm buffing up whatever I'm buffing up for the city, for the actual, like, town. This feels a bit too sloped still. This will be a pain. But alright, that looks like a path. This looks like a thing. Let's do like an Alt-S scale out. Yeah. And they have to do a bit of climbing to get up here. It's a bit precarious. And then I will buff that out a little bit. So it's a bit less like lumps. Somebody is sending messages to my phone, and I don't want them to. What is this? Let's just set that on vibrate. I don't... That's just stuff. Wait, now I need to figure this out. Okay. I've done it now. Oh wait, I forget. You have to mouse wheel up to reduce the size, and then mouse wheel down to increase the size. That's, you know, it's intuitive. It's like it's like piloting an airplane, you know? What was that? Wait, how loud is the music? Is it deafening still? It's pretty loud. Okay. This is good geometry flow. Maybe I can just do like... Yeah. I got this under control now. That's how mountains look. That's how mountains look. Because I don't want it to look so ugly. I mean, it would be nice if it wasn't going at 2 FPS. Yeah, I think next time I will save all of those modifiers for last, because I think that's what's killing my performance here. What is this? A seam has formed. This is a tragedy. And it really does demonstrate that the modifiers aren't that necessary, at least for anything other than preventing seams. Because if there's something like this, I have to actually fix it now, because otherwise they'll just start drifting further and further apart as it stops working. Or, yeah. What I meant to say was, because proportional editing only works the way that I want it to if the meshes are flush with each other. Otherwise, as I edit it, it'll get further and further out of sync. And so even if I want to what am I trying to say now? Yeah, basically, gotta fix it now. And I gotta fix it manually and properly, rather than using the modifier. that's good. And then actually, let's have all this. I keep pressing E instead of R. It's terrible. It's literally the worst thing that could possibly happen. And this should look less hideous. Eh. Loop tools, let's relax this. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Why does the W button bring up exactly the same thing as Control V, except without the, except with the loop tools thing? That's an unknown and unknowable thing. Okay, that's acceptable. Let's see what that looks like in-game. And so that way, I can whip that out, close Blender. And I guess that'll be Yeah, that'll be an okay stopping point for once I make this ascent. And then, I mean, I guess today, I'll spend the rest of today working on the rest of the path. And then on Sunday, we'll start on the actual city proper. Yeah, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that could be out here. I could also have one of those towers, one of those fancy towers. See, yeah, this is a pretty big path. What should be here? I think at this point we'll want to start seeing the like glass artifacts. Because this is where the people who built the specters were. So now we have the three societies all building on top of each other, I guess. We have the stone ruins, we have the copper ruins, and yeah, this will be where the glass stuff starts showing up. And then there's a bunch of huts here. I'm kicking myself for not making a bunch of the stuff visible from a distance. I'll have to really actually add the low res stuff. Or I guess that'll be like the final pass. Like I do all the content first and then I can add the LODs if time allows. Or at least all the buildings and fun stuff. Oh yeah, I need like a bridge here. Maybe the bridge is out and you have to do that. You have to roll, jump, and then... Ooh. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah, because you can either go this way or around that way. But I think there'll be more rewards this way since it's cooler. Aha! So I was right about those seams, but I don't know why it's not... I mean, the modifier should fix that. Because there's the shrink wrap thing. But oh well. I'll worry about that after the break. Yeah, this is only like a 3-minute walk. That's okay. That's content. That mountain is nuts. That's cool. I think it needs to be even more nuts. It needs to have cliffs on all sides and they need to be way more jagged. Yeah, that'll be when the time comes. This is huge. And I need more terrain up here. Like just some little variations of like miniature plateaus. But okay, I think this will be it for now I will come back at 4 after I've had a lovely little walk, a lovely little glass of water. Tune in for that. We're going to make the path to the city. We're going to finish it up. And then And then tomorrow, I will, I guess, lay out the streets. See you then.